Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to learn a very important and interesting concept called as prefix sums in Python. So let's get started. So we'll be solving two problems. The first one is running sum of 1D array and the second one is the finding the highest altitude. So let's get started with the first one. So we have been given an array nums and we are defining the running sum of an array as running sum I equals to sum of nums of 0 till nums of I and return the running sum of this nums. So what we mean to say is, let's say we are given an array 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to make one more array called as running sum. Let's call it RS. The first element will be the sum of all the elements till, let's say, the index are 0, 1, 2, 3. The first element will be sum of all the elements till index 0, which is 1. Then the second one will be sum of all the numbers till index 1, which is 1 plus 2. And then third one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3. And fourth one will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So finally, our array will be 1, 3, 6, 10, right? This is called as the prefix sum array of a particular list. And this is what we want to calculate and return. Now let's think about how can we calculate this particular array. Now the first instinct that comes to our mind is, let's say we are standing at index I, right? We can iterate over all the elements from, let's say we introduce a j loop for j in zeros to I, and then we maintain a sum, right? It will be sum equals to sum plus my element of the particular array, and this particular sum will tell me what is the sum of all the elements between 0 to I, and we can do this for all particular indexes I, right? So now let's see what is the time complexity of this solution. We notice that because we do a nested loop here, so the time complexity will be order of n square, which is not very optimal and we can do better than this. And that is the entire concepts of how prefix sums are made. So let's understand it deeply. So just for generality, let's say we have an array A, B, C, D, E. This can be anything. And we are making a new array called as prefix sums. Now what I say is that the first element will always be equal to A because there is no other element here, right? Now I need to calculate the second value. Can I say that in the previous prefix sum value, basically if I need to calculate the value at ith position, can I say that my I minus 1th position will have the sum of all the elements till I minus 1? So can't I just add my particular current element B to my previous value, which is A, right? So this is the entire logic. So you don't need to go ahead and iterate over all the elements again. So if your array was 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't need to again go ahead and calculate from the start. So let's say you calculate 1. Now you know that you have also calculated 1 plus 2, which is equals to 3. Now let's say you want to calculate the third element. You won't go ahead and start from 1 again because you know that you have calculated 1 plus 2 already in the last step. So you can use this sum directly and just add the current value, which is 3. So you will get 6 here directly. And in the final element, we need to add a 4, right? So we won't go ahead and write a loop again to calculate 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 again. What we will do, we can just take this previous computation, which is 3 plus 3, 6, and we will add it to get our final value, which is 10, which is basically 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And that is the entire logic of how can we optimally build a prefix sum. And if you see what is the time complexity, we have reduced it to order of n, because you go to the ith index only once. You are not iterating again from the first index, right? So this is how you can reduce from n square to n, which is very, very valuable. So let's go ahead and implement this particular solution, right? So what we will write is, we will write a running sum array. Initially, let's say it's all zeros, and let's also find the length of our particular array nums, which is n. So let's initialize first running sum with 0. And we can also tell that my running sum, so the first element will always be equal to the first element of my array, which is given, because there are no elements behind that particular array. Now what I want to do, I want to iterate from 1 to the end of the array. And what I will do, the running sum I is equal to running sum of I minus 1, that's what we saw, plus the current element, which is nums of I. Right? So what this will build, it will build the prefix array. Let's try to submit this and see if it works or not. Yeah, so if you see, we are passing all the test cases. There are 5 ones given, we return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will go ahead and submit this particular solution. Okay, now let's go ahead and try to solve the second problem. This is also based on the concepts of prefix sums. What we are given is that we want to find the highest altitude. So there is a biker going on a road trip, and the road trip consists of n plus 1 points at different altitudes. The biker starts his trip on point 0 with altitude 0. So first the biker is at the 0th point and the altitude is 0, right? You are given an integer array gain. So we know an integer array gain of length n, where gain I is the net gain in altitude between points I and I plus 1 for all I between 0 to n, and we have to return the highest altitude of a given point. So what this particular problem says, let's go to the first test case. So we have been given a gain array. What this simply means is that you are starting at an altitude of 0 and then you gained minus 5 meters. Let's say it is in meters. So now your current height is, current altitude is 0 minus 5, which is minus 5, right? Now next time what you do, you gain an altitude of 1. So you do a plus 1, which is minus 4, right? And then what you do a gain of plus 5, which is 1. Then you do a gain of 0, which is 1 again. And then you do a gain of minus 7, which is minus 6. So what essentially we are doing is that we are calculating the prefix sum of this particular array, and in the prefix sum array we are finding out what is the maximum element in our prefix sum, right? This is what our problem has boiled down to. But I will do one more optimization here. So if you see, if you can just maintain what is your current altitude, you can keep taking the max of my current altitude. Just maintain a simple variable and you can keep taking the maximum of this. What this will ensure is that it will give me the maximum at the end. Let's try to see it with a dry run. We will maintain an element called current altitude, and we will also maintain a maximum, and we will also maintain index. Okay. So first our current altitude and max is both equal to 0. Okay. Now we move to index 0. Index 0 says there is a gain of -5. So my current altitude become -5. But my max altitude is still 0, right? So we are still writing 0. Now in the first index, we see that we do a gain of 1. So our current altitude will be updated to -4. And then we see that the max is 0 itself. Now in the next step, in the second index, we see that there is an gain of +5. So the current altitude turns to be 1. And here the max is updated to 1, right? And similarly, you can also do a dry run for the final steps, and you can see that whatever value our max will have, this will be our answer to the problem. So you did not really need to store your entire prefix array and then find out the maximum element, right? This will save us space. Our time complexity of our solution is order of n. We are iterating over each element only once, and the space complexity of our particular solution is order of 1, because we are not maintaining any new array here. We are just doing it in place. So let's go ahead and try to solve whatever we thought of. So let's maintain the current altitude as 0, and let's maintain the maximum altitude to be 0 again, and let's store the length of our array in n, and then we'll start iterating for I in range 0 to n, right? So what is my current altitude? My current altitude gets updated to my current gain value. We will be doing an addition, and then what we see, we take a max of current altitude and max altitude, current altitude, and finally we can easily safely return my max altitude value. So this is how, let's try to run this. Let's see if we have any syntax errors or not. Apparently not. And we can go ahead and try to submit a solution. Okay, so this works. So thanks for watching this video. In this video, you learned about prefix sums. Keep coding and see you in the next one.